Lights, wreaths, snow, and snowmen. It can only mean one thing. The Starlight celebration is back in town. Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to Crusnik Sanctuary. I'm your host, Crusnik X. Alongside me, the ever-ravishing Arya Stormborn.
Hey, honey, do you want to build a snowman?
I think there are enough, thank you very much. I mean, look.
Don't tell Olaf that.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and that's only the ones I can see. There are like snowmen all over Gridania and Ul'dah and Limsa. This is one of my favorite times of the year. Tonight we're going to be doing the Starlight celebration event for 2019.
I think I found something in the snow.
Yeah, a dead cat blue mage.
Poor thing.
Or a cat that's playing dead.
Poor thing. She's gonna get frostbitten. Anyway.
Yeah. So everybody's running around rampant. We might as well join in the festivities. So let's get right down to it with now. In order to do the Starlight Celebration 2019 event, we have to talk to none other than Garanji once again and complete the quest line. So we're going to get right down to it with the level 15 quest, All I Want for Starlight. There should be, in parentheses, is you, but let's not go there. Let's get right down to it.
Haha.
Well, what have we here? If it isn't my favorite adventurer, why, it's a Starlight miracle! You simply could not have arrived at a better time. As you may recall from our past meeting, I am Garanji, and I have the pleasure of serving as celebrant once again for this year's festivities. As you can see, the celebration is in full swing, and I and my colleagues have once again transformed ourselves into the saints' little helpers to dole out gifts galore to the children of our fair realm. Needless to say, there is more to Starlight season than presents and pretty ornaments. This year, we've once again decided to stage a musical performance. We'll be ready to raise the curtain in a short while, and will be more than honored to have you in the audience. It is our fervent wish that the gift of song, too, serves to warm the hearts and brighten the faces of each and every young boy and girl in town. Let's take a look-see.
Father! Oh, Father, look! One of Saint's little helpers brought me a present.
Oh, now isn't that a splendid thing? And do you know what else? Mother and I have prepared a great feast for the family tonight. Let us head home as soon as the concert is over.
Will there be eel pie? You know I love an eel pie.
Look! The snow is about to begin! The show is about to begin! That it is, son. What is that it's going to be even grander than last year's performance. And because you don't have to work at the markets this year, we can see it together! It's a Starlight miracle! Oh, that's not a good look.
Aww.
A kid all by its lonesome. Happy Starlight to you, child. Might I ask your name? Huh? I'm Naliponk. What's it to you? Why, what a lovely name. You can call me Pray tell, why the long face? Was your present not what you'd hoped it would be? No, that's not it at all. I love the stuffed chocobo that little helper gave me. Truly, I thank you for your kindness. It's just that, you see, I really wish Father could be here. I see. Do tell me more. Father serves in the God's Quiver. His name is Lawtom. Perhaps you know of him. Anyhow, he promised me a fortnight ago that this year, for certain, we'd go to the festivities together. But then he was assigned to emergency duty. Ever since then, he scarcely comes home at night. I know that these are dangerous times, and that Father's task is an important one. But is it too much to ask that he could at least celebrate Starlight with his family? With the God's Quiver, you say? It couldn't be. Say, Nallipunk, I have an idea. The concert will begin shortly. Why don't we watch it together? Thank you, but I'd rather not. It wouldn't be any fun without Father. And besides, I don't care much for song and dance anyway. Good evening to you. The poor child. As if it weren't hard enough being alone during Starlight season, it must be even more painful to be surrounded by happy families rejoicing together. If only there was something we could do to return the smile to his face. To tell the truth, I just had an idea. The boy said that his father is a bowman of the God's Quiver, did he not? As a matter of fact, a contingent from the Quiver has been enlisted to perform in our concert. It may merely be a coincidence, but I cannot help but wonder if this is the true reason Lawtomp is occupied of late. And so I ask of you, adventurer, would you be so kind as to lend your talents to help me chase the shadows from a boy's troubled heart? Like we have a choice? Thank you, my friend. The spirit of the saint truly does live on within you. A bowman by the name of Piers has been our main contact at Quiver's Hold. If there is anyone who should shed some light on the matter, it would be him. And we're off. Alright, so we gotta speak to Piers at Quiver's Hold. Quiver's Hold, of course, being the Archers Guild. This way, love.
I can't find my way out of a paper bag.
And that's why you have me.
Well, no, not really, but...
Here we are. I'm Piers, alright. Is there something you need? Lawtomp's boy is looking for him, you say? That's odd. It's true that our bowmen have had their hands full ensuring the city was safe and secure for Starlight season, but it's hardly so onerous a task as to keep him away from seeing their families entirely. That is, of course, unless... Yes, that must be it. Allow me to explain. As you may know, the Starlight celebration can trace its origins back to ancient Ishgard. Indeed, many of the choral tunes sung during the celebration to this day were passed down to us by their temple knights. To honor the tradition, we of the God's Quiver decided to join together with the Archers Guild to take part in this year's Starlight concert, that we might lift the hearts of the children with song, just as our Ishgardian counterparts have done throughout the ages. Now that you mention it, L'Automp is one of those who will be taken to the stage for the main performance. No doubt he intends to keep this a secret until the curtain rises. His mellifluous voice is truly a marvel to behold. Why, some would say he's the most talented tenor in all of Gridania. And his devotion to his craft is second to none. I would not be surprised if he gave the child some excuse about god duty in order to sneak off and spend extra time rehearsing. The performance is almost nigh, yes? If you and your colleagues are concerned, I suggest you seek L'Automp out and inform him of his boy's plight. Last I heard, he was headed to Bent Branch Meadows to reunite with his loyal Chocobo, who was taken there for treatment after behaving erratically of late. On the off chance that he's already moved on, just speak with Elgar at the stables. He's like as not to know where L'Automp went next. Alright, we're off to Bent Branch Meadows. So much teleporting. Alright, here he is. A quiverman by the name of L'Automp, you say? Indeed, he left a few bells ago with his feathered friend in tow. If he hasn't returned to his post yet, I'd imagine they must have stopped off somewhere along the way. The poor bird. She's not suffering from any physical ailment as far as I could see, and yet she's constantly crying out, chomping at the bit, and stomping her feet. I suggested to L'Automp that perhaps the strain of recent battles is still weighing on her mind. Happens to the birds just as it happens to us, you know, and that a leisurely walk through the woods might do them both some good. Come to think of it, I remember him saying something about swinging by the Jedi flood on the way home. Mayhap you be able to find him there. Alright, ready to ride, Arya?
Where are you? Oh, there.
It's not a one-horse open sleigh, but I mean, it'll do.
That was just bad.
Yeah, I know, I'm the worst.
No, just your puns.
Here we are. Alright, let's survey. You coming, Arya?
Mm-hmm.
You look out far and wide, but find no sign of L'Automp or his bird. Just as you are about to abandon hope, you make out a voice singing in the distance. Fa la 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 la. Tra la 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 la.
Impeccable with rhythm, my friend. I knew from the day we met that you were a chocobo after my own heart. Oh, but it seems we have a guest. And who might you be? Oh dear. It's true that I've been spending much of my time with my musical pursuits of late. But never did I think my boy would take it so hard. I truly have made a mess of things, haven't I? And at the very time of the year when the smiles of the children ought to take priority above all else. Why, I could brighten the hearts of 100, nay, 1,000 children with my song. And it would mean not a thing if my dear Nolly walked away with a frown. A fine bird, is she not? Aye, she is my most loyal and treasured companion. This is why I was all the more troubled when she started to behave strangely of late. And so, at the stable hand's suggestion, I took her on a stroll by the waters. Absent-mindedly, I began to hum a tune, when, wouldn't you know it, she started picking up her feet and prancing in time. That's when it came to me. She wasn't ill nor troubled her heart of mind. Far from it. She shares my profound passion for music, and merely wanted to join me in song and dance all this time. Isn't that right, my friend? Typically, Quiver's Hold is a stern and somber place, but as the Starlight celebration drew nearer and nearer, our halls were filled with music and song. Doubtless she's just been beside herself with a desire to partake in the festivities along with her master. Truly a friend for all seasons. In any event, never in my wildest dreams did I expect my companion to respond so enthusiastically to my humble renditions of traditional Starlight carols. Would that Nolly felt the same way. Sadly, the boy is of an age where he's more interested in animals than in song and verse. I can only hope that seeing his father perform on the grand stage will change that. Oh, but the elementals take me! How soon I forget! You said my boy has already wandered away from the square, did you not? Which means that he will miss my performance! He will cry into his pillow tonight, thinking that his miserable father abandoned him, and on Starlight, no less. Don't look so glum, you say? I suppose you're right. How can I hope to put a smile on my boy's face if I myself panic and frown? But I've rambled on enough already. The concert will be getting started at any moment, and my colleagues will be wondering what is keeping me. Might I ask one small favor of you before I go? Pray, explain the situation to the Starlight celebrant, and ask her to seek out my boy and see to it that he attends the performance. I would surprise him with a Starlight memory that will fill his heart with joy. Thank you, my friend. You are truly a Starlight miracle in the flesh. And with that, my companion and I should be returning to the hold. We shall see you at the concert. I trust you will be in attendance. Alright, that's good. Let's speak with over back at Miketo's amphitheater. You coming, Arya?
It's buffering.
Buffering?
Yeah.
What is?
I teleported. It was buffering.
Oh, you're already in Old Gridania.
Yeah.
How did you get ahead of me?
I don't know. I just teleported from the Aetherite.
Yeah, go figure. Alright. Let's go talk to and she's in the choir attire.
Well, if it isn't my favorite little helper. How fare you? Were you able to track down dear Nalipong's father? I see. Indeed, I suspected that may well have been the truth of the matter. So Lawton's passion for his musical pursuits is what has kept him away from his family. I agree that a surprise appearance from his dear father would go a long way to raise the boy's spirits. Still, how are we to convince him to attend the concert? Yes, that's the rub.
He did like his present.
Indeed, he sounded most pleased with his stuffed chocobo. If only there was a procession of chocobos or the like, perhaps we could convince him to attend, but I fear we have nothing planned of the sort. What's this you say? Lawton's companion is a chocobo that dances and sings? How positively bizarre! Delightful, that is! Positively delightful! If this remarkable bird were to take the stage with his dear father, no doubt Nalipong would be thrilled beyond belief. Why, he might even find himself enjoying song and dance as he has before. Yes, I believe I know just what we have to do. Leave the boy to me. In the meantime, will you seek out Lord Tom once more and convince him to make his feathered friend a part of his performance? Tell him it's for his son's sake.
Alright, back to Quiver's Hold. Off to the Archers Guild, quick, quick, quick.
There's no Saint Nick.
No, but there's old Crusnik.
Oh,
Hey-oh! Alright, let's speak with Lord Tom.
puns are horrible. Thankfully, I don't love you for your puns.
Oh, for woe. Whatever am I to do? Forgive me, friend. I fear I find myself in the throes of desperation and despair. I had a mind to take the stage as planned, but I simply haven't the heart to do so. What a fool I was. I meant to surprise the boy with a performance for the ages. But what will he think when he finds out that his father is a liar and a coward who was fa-la-lying when he was supposed to be protecting the people of Gridania from harm? Why, he'll never trust me again! What is this whinging and wallowing in self-pity? And you call yourself a quiverman? But Lord Lewin, what brings you to this place? I will ask the questions here, Lord Tom. Tell me, what is your sworn duty as a bowman of the god's quiver? Why, of course it's to honor our pact with the elementals, to protect the Twelves Wood from outside threats, and to see that not a single resident of Fair Gridania comes to harm. Well, yes, I suppose that all is true. But to put it in more simple terms, one might say it is to preserve peace in the forest, and see that our citizens can live happy and contented lives. Forgive me, Bolord. I do not quite understand what you are getting at.
In other words, bringing smiles to the faces of Gridania's children is an important part of your duty to keep the peace in the Twelveswood. Do you understand me out, or no?
I think you missed the line.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I can't go back now.
I'll take care of it.
We must honor the wishes of our forebears and pass them down to those who will follow in our footsteps. For it is only in doing so that we can see that the forest remains hale and hearty for ages to come. Interesting. Looking at you, I am reminded of my own father, once Bolord of the Quiver in his own right. He was a passionate man, devoted above all to his duties, and I admired him more than anyone in the world. Though I did not follow directly in his footsteps, I have chosen to honor his memory in my own way, by training the brave souls who will keep our fair wood at peace.
Instructor Molcott and Guildmaster Lucian. Whatever has this humble bowman done to deserve this honor? I have no children of my own, and I would be lying if I said watching you now, even in your worries, did not evoke in me a sense of envy and of regret. But even so, there is nothing I would rather see than a smile on the face of you and your boy. After all, it is the season for such things, is it not? And so, as Bolord of the God's Quiver, I command you, put your fears aside, take the stage, and serenade young Nalipong to your heart's content. My colleagues and I will do all in our power to see that your deeply held wishes reach the boy. Bolord Lewin, I do not deserve this kindness. But there I go, being all glower and gloom again. Thank you, my loyal companion. You're always there for me in my darkest times. And you, friend, you look as if there is something you wish to say. Do you have a proposal, pray tell, which might resolve my plight? What if I were to include my feathered friend in my performance? For Nally's sake? Come to think of it, the boy has always been fond of the birds.
His dear father and one of his beloved birds taking the stage together? Meow. That's an inspired idea if I've ever heard one. Apologies. A slip of the tongue. When I say meow, I mean meow. Not meow. Meow. Bah!
I must say it sounds like a foolproof plan to me as well. After all, the bird has been trained to serve on the battlefield. Surely a Starlight performance would be well within the realm of its capabilities.
Then I dare say the matter is settled. I trust you have no objections, Lantomf? None in the slightest, Bolord Lewin. That is to say, if you do not, my fast-feathered friend. What say you? Will you do this for me and my boy? Oh, whatever have I done to deserve such a constant companion? Right you are. Turn that frown upside down, yes? And with that, I have but one last humble request to make of you, friend. Would you be so kind as to conduct our forthcoming performance? While my companion here is eager and willing to ascend to the stage with me, this will be her first such endeavor. Mind you, I too cannot lay claim to having sung a duet with a chocobo before. Though she has only known you a short time, it is clear from the look in her eyes she trusts you as much as anyone, her own master included. Were you to lead the performance, I have no doubt she would happily dance to your every instruction. Isn't that so? Just as I thought. So, what say you? Will you join us to make this Starlight a special one for my boy? What do you say? Let's make this a performance for the ages. Thank you, my friend. You truly are a saint. And with that, we should make for the amphitheater. The others will want to be started any time now. Alright, back to Miketos. Alright, we're back.
Welcome back, friend. I see your mission was a success. Lord Tomp and his charming little, or not so little really, chocobo showed up not moments ago. I'm happy to report that I was also able to convince Nalapong to attend the show. What's that? You'll be conducting the performance, you say? I knew you were a man of many talents, but I didn't expect you to volunteer yourself for this as well. Still, I thank you, friend. We are ever in your debt. And with that, I do believe we are ready to get this show on the road. Whenever you would like to begin, simply speak the word.
And we've completed all I want for Starlight. Let's see if any of the guests are around here before we continue. Oh well, let's continue with the next quest in this. The level 15 quest, a Chocobo Carol.
Lord Tomp and his feathered friend have finished their preparations, so we're ready to raise the curtain whenever you are. I heard the two rehearsing just before, and without spoiling the surprise, of course, I must say I was most impressed. For a man in his chocobo to pursue the musical arts so profoundly, all while keeping the 12's Wood safe from harm, why, it's truly an inspiration to behold. Which is not to minimize your role in all this. Heavens, no! As a humble token of our appreciation, we intend to reward you with special certificates of good cheer, which can be exchanged for a whole host of delightful seasonal goods, specially procured by Black Rabbit traders. If that sounds agreeable to you, let's get down to business. The business of putting smiles on the faces of every sweet little boy and girl in our audience. Needless to say, this means we need to be at our absolute best from the moment the curtain rises until the very last note is sung. Why, if even a single boy or girl got bored and left mid-performance, they'd have every right to revoke my Starlight Celebrant credentials. Fortunately, I can be certain that would never happen. Not with an accomplished adventurer like you conducting the performance. Lord Tomp has assured me that Master and Chocobo both are prepared to follow your every lead, so all I ask is that you keep the tempo rousing and upbeat. It would seem an enthusiastic audience has already begun to assemble. As soon as you feel ready, you need only speak to one of our two celebrants, stationed nearby, each of whom has been tasked with gathering together a crowd for the performance. I should give you fair warning, however. One of my colleagues has, how shall I say it, a tendency to be a touch over-enthusiastic about things. I overheard her speaking to the spectators just before, and she was talking in no uncertain terms how this concert was sure to be the stuff of legend and feature the most remarkable performance since Miketo herself took the stage. Let's suffice to say that those in earshot of her will have high expectations of the performance, which means that there will be little room for error. Not that I doubt your ability to deliver a worthy show, of course. I simply suggest that you prepare yourself accordingly. And with that, I do believe it's time we gave our audience what they wanted. Thank you again, friend. I, too, can scarcely wait to see what you and the performance have in store for us.
Quest difficulty and rewards will vary according to which Starlight Celebrant you approach. Alright, which one are you gonna do, Arya?
Yeah, no, not that one.
You're gonna do the Splendiferous one?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Lo and behold, the conductor of legend makes his most triumphant return. Worry not, Maestro. I have assured your adoring audience that this year will mark the arrival of your magnum opus. Are you ready to share the gift of your musical genius with one and all?
Speak with this Starlight Celebrant to begin the Capriccio. You will earn 3 certificates of good cheer for successful completion of this piece. To attempt the Cantabile, speak with the Saturnine Starlight Celebrant. The rewards for successful completion vary according to difficulty. I'm ready. The choir will now perform a song. Time your inputs with the on-screen prompts. When a blue prompt appears on the left, time your input as the diamonds overlap. When an orange prompt appears, center, make several rapid inputs until prompt disappears. When a red prompt appears, right, press and hold the input for the duration of the prompt. The controls are as follows. Controller, all buttons and directional buttons except for the options button. To access the pause menu, press the escape key or options button, from which you may choose to end the performance. If you fail to follow an on-screen prompt, you will incur a penalty. When a certain number of penalties has been incurred, the performance will not end immediately, but your attempt will be unsuccessful. In the event of failure or quitting during the performance, you may attempt it again by speaking to either of the Starlight Celebrants. Here we go. Here we go. Surprise, motherfucker.
Do chocobos get hat hair?
I don't know. Alright, let the performance begin.
Yep.
I only
Fail.
made one error. All those years of playing DDR finally paid off.
I went to the wrong one.
Full disclosure, ladies and gentlemen, we did a line run before this episode even started, and I knew she went to the wrong one.
Why didn't you save me?
I don't know. I just wanted you to try your best, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's speak with the Starlight celebrant just to see what she says.
Bravo! Oh, bravo! Why, it was as if the 12 themselves descended from the heavens to grace our mortal ears with a harmony of sheer beatific bliss. No doubt our children and their children will come to sing of the legendary performance they bore witness to this day. Why, there was one child in particular who seemed above all to appreciate your singular genius. If I recall, they said that his name was Nalipunk, and his father was in the choir. I would be most interested to hear his thoughts on the wonders he heard.
Alright, let's speak to the other guy who we didn't talk to. Oh, that wasn't bad at all, no, was it? I try not to get my hopes too high, but I'm pleased to say you surpassed my decidedly modest expectations. There was one boy in the crowd who seemed particularly taken with the performance. Is it true that that was his father up on stage with the dancing chocobo? I wonder where the rest of the people are. I don't see Bowmaster Lewin or...
Huh.
At least not anywhere nearby. I think Arya made it. But I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
You passed?
Yeah.
Nice.
Not as good as earlier, but...
You're probably wondering where I am.
Nope.
Yeah. Alright, let's continue. Let's talk to Nalipunk.
Oh, Father! That was the best! I had no idea you were such good friends with your chocobo.
Oh, enjoyed the show, did we? I suppose all those hours your father spent rehearsing were not for naught.
Rehearsing? You mean you weren't on emergency guard duty after all?
I am sorry, Nolly. I only meant to surprise you, but it seems my deception went too far. Can you forgive your fool of a father for saddening you? And during Starlight of all seasons?
It's fine, Father. I wasn't that sad after all. More than that. When do I get to ride the chocobo?
Well, that depends on her, doesn't it now? What say you, friend? Would you be amenable to giving my dear boy a ride? She says it would be her pleasure.
All right!
Wow, that looks fun!
I want to ride the chocobo too!
She says, come one, come all. The more the merrier.
Yay!
Your father's the best, Nelly! You bet he is. Actually, Father, there's one more thing.
What is it, boy? If it is within my power to grant, you need but say the word.
I was wondering, maybe you could teach me how to sing. I never enjoyed music much until I heard your voice, but seeing you up on stage, it just looked like so much fun.
But of course, my boy. Though I must say, there's really nothing to learn. Raise your voice and sing from the heart, and you're sure to bring joy to any and all who hear it. Isn't that so, my friend? Why don't you show Nally how it's done?
She's singing! The chocobo's singing! I knew it! This is the best Starlight ever!
Well, that's good. Alright, let's speak to
To be perfectly honest, I wasn't sure what to think when a choir of bowmen took the stage, but it would seem my worries were misplaced. That was truly a most moving performance. Why, just look at all those smiling faces. You and your friends have filled many a child's heart with cheer this Starlight. And not just that, you've brought together a father and his son. With a little help from their feathered friend. I dare say the saint himself would be proud. You've more than earned yourself a rest, I'd say. So why not take time to enjoy the festivities? And if you're willing to oblige your adoring fans with an encore before the season is through, simply say the word.
Oh, whoops. I'm kind of full on my inventory.
Oops.
Yeah, oops is right. I guess I can get rid of the diamond dust, seeing as how I'm not going to use it. Alright, let's try this again. And with that, we've unlocked the achievement Starlight de Chocobo. And we've got 3 certificates of good cheer. And we can continue as soon as I've emptied my inventory a little bit. These X potions always like to hide in my inventory, and I always... Alright, but before we continue, I do want to check out the items that are available from the Starlight supplier. So, for 2 certificates, we have the Saintly Barding, which I'm going to purchase right now. For 5 certificates, we have the Starlight de Chocobo Orchestrion Roll. For 3 certificates each, we have the Choir Concert Advertisement and the Starlight Roll Cake, a few of which I'll be nabbing before the season's over. For another 5, you get the Starlight Gubu Wreath, and for 1 certificate each, you can get 10 sets of Magic Prism Sunshine or Magic Prism Stardust. Now then, let's continue with the recurring quest. A Star Shines On.
Welcome back, friend. Might I take this to mean that you've decided to grace us with an encore? Why, it's yet another Starlight miracle! Rest assured that I myself and all the members of your chorus are ready to proceed whenever you are. Needless to say, your adoring fans have already assembled in droves. As soon as you're ready to take the stage, you need only speak to one of the 2 celebrants with whom you've already acquainted yourself.
Quest difficulty, blah, blah, blah. Let's go. We're gonna do the Splendiferous Starlight Celebrant this time again. What song we... Oh! It looks like I can choose one of 2 songs. And I know I'm going to choose the one from last year, Starlight Starbright. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I haven't done that one in quite a while, but still a success. Alright, let's speak to
Why, I dare say the performance was even better the second time around. Shows what a bit of seasoning can do for you, yes? Thank you for gracing us with your remarkable conducting talents once more. Believe it or not, the audience is calling out for yet another encore. I realize that you have other commitments, saving the realm and all that, but if you would be willing to oblige them before the season is over, you need only say the word.
Alright. Alright, I think... Oh yeah, I have the, I might as well show off the saintly barding before we go. And to do that, I am going to head to Central Shroud. Alright, the reason I came to Bent Branch in the first place was because, unfortunately, I can't show it off any other way. So, where is it? Sovereign Pruned Paramour Saintly. Alright, let's check out Lightning in her saintly barding. Alt F4. Aw, it's so cute. Alright, we're gonna head back to... But, Yeah, what do you think, Arya?
Aww. Trying to get mine done.
Yeah. But with that, I think it is time for us to close the book on this year of the Starlight celebration. So with that being said, that's going to be it for this episode of Crusnik Sanctuary. Thank you to Arya Stormborn for joining us.
You're welcome.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live at PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button, be sure to turn on notifications so you're well informed, and be sure to subscribe to me for access to exclusive live streams and videos. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next special episode, and click here to watch the previous one. For Arya Stormborn and all of Crusnik Sanctuary, this is Crusnik X, wishing you a very happy holidays.